What's going on, Assassin's Creed fans, and even to all of you Assassin's Creed haters? We know that tomorrow is the day when Assassin's Creed Shadows will drop for everybody who did not receive a review copy or advanced access. And there are a bunch of different reports. First of all, we've seen the scores, and we see that they are pretty high. The game is going to be genuinely and generally well received, even out of a Japanese outlet. There was one case. I'm trying to see if there are others to see what they feel about it, because there's a bunch of different stories on both sides of this debate as to how the Japanese feel about it. And some Japanese even come out and say one thing, others say another thing. You know, I don't live there. I can't speak to their statistics or give actual data until I do a little more research. But that'll be probably a video for another time. So the big thing is that UbiSoft has an anti-harassment plan in place for Assassin's Creed Shadows and the developers. They didn't want them posting on any social media about, the game and how proud they were to work on it and, what their role was or anything like that, because people believe there's going to be some harassment of those developers and whatnot, or anybody who worked on it. So a lot of people now are being disingenuous. They say, Ubisoft is just going to sue you for having an opinion. No, they're not going to sue you for having an opinion. And no, it did not receive so many high scores with an average of 81, 82 Metacritic because of people being fearful that they were going to be targeted or they were going to be, sued for their opinion. There's a difference between harassment and a difference between opinion. Okay? Now, I do trust other opinions, other outlets, rather than the main, game journalism sites that we see all the time. Joraptor, Scatha, Andy Reloads, those are just some content creators that I trust more than I would trust like IGN or Kotaku or anything like that. I'll stand on that all day. Aside from that, I do trust their judgment. I do trust what they say. I do trust their, values in the gameplay, what they like, what they dislike. And you're going to see that at certain times, people will have an opinion. Opinions can change. Now, if you've been following this channel, you know that I've always looked for all the game-breaking glitches that were player beneficial, meaning XP glitches, money glitches, things like that. Things to help you speed the game up, because some of you do not have 60 hours to invest in a game when you have a life, you have children, you have school, work. So this is what I do, The other thing is, that I've also had a lot of smoke for Ubisoft when there are game-breaking glitches that do not benefit the player, that kind of ruin the game, that it make it unplayable. And I've been very vocal on that. And there's what I want you to use as an example. When Valhalla came out, I was very excited to play Valhalla. Then I played Valhalla. I thought it was pretty good. But then I started noticing all these bugs, all these mistakes, all these errors, all these things that could not be fixed, that I had to find workarounds in order to discover, in order to actually make the game playable. And then as I got further in, I also felt that the game was just very bloated. It was boring. It was just annoying. It really didn't become a lot of fun. It became a chore. And a lot of people were very angry with that opinion. Some people were on board because some people felt the same way. Some people, were upset that they got to the end of the game and could not complete the game because, there was a game-breaking glitch, and what are you going to do? People were angry that it took so long to have us have unhooded combat. People got angry that they kept promising things like New Game Plus, and it never came out for Valhalla, and they said it would never come out. Even though I had a feeling, because there were too many game-breaking glitches, that would not come out. And people still had smoke for me, coming at me, telling me that I was wrong. How could I be mad at Vikings? What the hell is going on? This, that, and the other thing. You know, like, I was a jerk because, you know, I didn't like the Vikings, you know? And that's not the point. The point is, I didn't like the way that they ran the game afterwards, okay? My opinion changed on the game. Right now, my opinion is still that it is not a good game. It is not the best Assassin's Creed game. Yes, I still play it. Yes, I still do, you know, like the weekly resets, the opal resets. And yes, I will continuously, you know, do the dailies and whatnot so that you guys could see them and whatnot. But I did not support the game. I did not make purchases other than the DLCs or the expansion packs. I didn't go and buy a bunch of the skins and everything like that. So many people bought everything there was in the game, and you can't stop people. They like what they like. They will continue to buy that. So now, that being said, you could say the same for Shadows. You could be mad at Shadows all you want. You're not going to stop people from buying Shadows. You're not going to stop people from buying the DLCs, pre-ordering, whatever. It's not going to happen. You are never going to change a gamer's mind. All right? Now, this campaign that they have set up, this plan, is not where I'm saying, oh my God, Shadows is so good, but then I get mid-game and there are too many game-breaking glitches and I'm upset and I'm angry at Ubisoft and I'm demanding that they fix it. Like I did with Valhalla, like I did with Odyssey, where I made those videos. And I stand by those videos. And if Ubisoft wants to come at me, if they got smoke for me because I have those videos and they're up, well, then I'm just going to have to, you know, go against you guys and do an anti-Ubisoft campaign in which I countersue, you know? They're not going to do that. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking at people who are actually actively going after their employees. You cannot go after someone who worked on the game, okay? Maybe they made some mistakes. Maybe they made some errors. That's what they're looking to fight against. They're not looking to fight against you if you think the game sucks. If you know, I mean, if you never even played the game or seen any of the footage or experienced it, you really got nothing to say. But one case, in fact, is the whole thing with Scatha's gameplay where he destroyed a temple with Yasuke. A lot of people were, oh, it's anti-Japanese, they're disrespectful and everything, you know. And they did a whole campaign around that. A lot of people, especially Grums, was really into crapping on Ubisoft and its developers because of that. Grums, if he continues that kind of behavior, you're going to see him as the first lawsuit. I'm telling you right now. But that's all it is. It's, you can't go after the people. You could go after the company. You could be upset with the company. You could boycott the company. You could not buy the game. You could not buy the DLCs. You could play it for like a week and then say, you know what? I do not like this game. I want a refund. And, you know, that's okay. That's your opinion. You can have an opinion. You just cannot actively go after Ubisoft. It would be ridiculous. It's ridiculous to go after them because you don't like what the game is. You know? There's a game called Dustborn. I don't know who that's for. I've seen a couple of screenshots. I've heard a couple of things here and there about it. Does not interest me. Does not even interest me to go and look into it. It's not a game for me. So, do I go and buy it and make like a million hate videos on it? No. Do I gather up footage from other YouTubers and, you know, just start a whole bunch of hate videos on why this game is terrible and everything? No. I just don't buy it. It's not for me. It might be for somebody else. It's not for me. I don't know where we came out with this whole narrative that, like, we have to just really be overly vocal and angry and obsessive to the point of like just illness that we are very upset with the game. We're upset with what goes on in the game and things like that. Nobody has that smoke for the Ezio trilogy, which I've said before. In that game, whatever happened to Rodrigo Borgia is ahistorical. What happened to Cesare Borgia, ahistorical. It's very anti-Catholic. There's a lot of things that really go against the Catholic Church and everything that are ahistorical. Nobody had any smoke for that game. Nobody said, oh, that's not how the Pope died. Oh, that's not how Cesare died. Oh, it's messed up that he's chasing a bishop in a church. What is going on? Why would you have this game? If that game was made today, it would have all the smoke. It would have all the smoke. And I know a bunch of you would be like, well, if that game was made today, it would be like a gay black man running around and doing that thing. You know, like, you guys keep moving the goalpost. You keep moving goalposts. But you can complain, you can cry about this game. You could even change your opinion on the game. You might like it and then hate it later on. You find too many problems with it. You find a bunch of things you don't like about it. Or you might play the game, hate it at first, play it, because some of you do that. And then later on, you'll go back and you'll say, you know what? I don't know why I was so angry at this game. This game is great. You know? A lot of you, even today, somebody posted something about a DEI narrative, and I'm like, where's the DEI narrative? It's differentiating itself from Assassins, or from Ghost of Tsushima and other samurai games. You know, it's still Assassin's Creed, which makes it good. And Assassin's Creed, if you haven't been paying attention since the very first game, has been what you would consider woke or DEI. It has been that. It's always been that. It's been about assassins fighting the norms and the ruling class that want to just enslave, conquer, or do bad things to normal people. Normal people being anybody who does not have any capital gains, who does not have any hard power, or anything like that. You're missing the plot of the series. Now, again, that being said, you can complain, you can cry all you want about the game. Ubisoft is not going to touch you. Ubisoft is not going to do anything to you. Guaranteed, you know me, if I find something wrong with this game, I'm going to talk my shit. I am definitely going to talk my shit. Ubisoft will not come after me for talking shit. When Ubisoft will come after me is if I'm starting hate campaigns. I'm telling you, this developer worked on the game. This is the one who created Yasuke. Everybody go after this guy. This is his information. This is him on Instagram. This is him on Twitter. Go after him. Go and tell him you're displeased. That's where you're going to get in trouble. So just be a good human being. That's all. Be normal. And you got nothing to worry about. This plan, they're advising employees not to post on social media for that reason. They're going to be monitoring certain things for targeted attacks, which I'm assuming is anything on social media or any like YouTube videos, Twitch VODs or anything where you're actively doing a call to action where you really want this person or these people brigaded or even the company brigaded, you know? They have lawyers that are ready to file complaints in the event that they can prove that you are harassing this person. So, or these people. So just don't do that. Just be normal. Hate the game, tell people I don't like the game because of this, and that's it. I don't like the game because, you know, I want to say the hard R. Instead of that, I'm going to say DEI because that's where the complaints begin and end is Black Samurai. Every single time I hear about this game, I hear about the Black Samurai and what would happen if there was an Asian attacking people in Africa and that game is called Resident Evil 5. And then you guys move the goalpost and say, oh, but that's totally different because they're zombies. They're not really like innocent black people or whatever. Well, who do you think you're attacking in freaking Assassin's Creed? You're not attacking innocent Japanese people. And if you are, you get desynchronized. It's the same thing in every game. Your ancestor did not cause civilian casualties. Continuing this will form desynchronization. Again, it's a different mechanic from every other game, including Red Dead Redemption, which a lot of you love so much. RDR and RDR2. RDR1, not a bad game. RDR2, I couldn't get past the first chapter because it kept pulling me to sleep. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Rockstar is not going to come after me because of my opinion. Okay? If I tell you to go after certain people in Rockstar, then yes. They have every right to sue me. Okay? But in RDR, you could attack men and women equally. And it does not matter whether they're law people or they're other criminals. You can attack them. You can kill them. So Assassin's Creed has always put that where you are unable to do that, except for Odyssey. Odyssey was the only one where you could just randomly do whatever you wanted to anybody. But, you know, again, it's one of those things. At the end of the day, I always tell you guys, vote with your wallets, okay? You have the power in your pocket. You have the power in your wallet, in your purse, whether you want a game, a person, a celebrity, a sports icon to be a success. You can choose to support them or you can choose not to, all with your wallet. Don't like the game, have no interest in the game, don't go and buy the game. But I'll tell you what, every time you slander the game, you're actually putting more money in their pocket. More people are interested. More eyeballs are on it. More people that now, who may not have bought the game, are very interested in this game. And, I mean, you're only helping their cause. There's no such thing as bad publicity. But anyway, guys, all I'm going to tell you, keep out of trouble if you don't like the game. Keep watching. If I find something wrong with the game, I definitely will report on it. You know, there are a lot of streamers who are going to have their mods like insta-ban anybody who, you know, is saying crazy, outrageous stuff on the stream. And I'm pretty sure that we're going to hear, if you're seriously targeting specific people at Ubisoft, especially the developers, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get these lawsuits. My money is on Grums. He's going to be the number one person that they go after because Grums just really needs to be relevant for some reason. I don't know why. I'm happy just being on the sidelines and playing the damn game. That's it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the subject. What do you think? Do you think that it's silly that they have a targeting campaign? Do you think that more companies should do this? Because it's kind of crazy that you're making a game and you have so much hate coming out for the game. Do you think that we should go back and remove the Ezio trilogy for their contributions and their ahistorical actions, especially against the Catholic Church? Or do you think that it's just a game? What the hell are you talking about? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one.
Ya Yi!